Hey guys, how's it going? So, Lua just came out, and this is a character that, the moment they were shown off, kind of looked like they were going to be kind of broken. And also the season's about to end, so it's like, okay, we only have 10 days left from her release until the end of the RTA season, so she's probably going to be banned, right? Well, she's not. She's allowed in RTA for some reason, even though Smallgate pretty much promised that they wouldn't do that ever again. So I'm not entirely sure why. But now you have to deal with this character, and she's looking to be pretty good, I would say. So, something that's really important about Lua is the fact that she's a fast character, and she's a ranger who can use Guiding Light, and she has an absurdly powerful S3 ability where cleanses don't really matter, and only high resistance can, but if you have Soul Burn, then high resistance doesn't do anything either. She's really good. Let me just put that out there. She's usable in, I think, basically almost every situation in the game. In fact, I think she's a character you can pretty much first pick in every match, kind of similar to Emma Lilius. She also only has one less base speed than Emma Lilius, which is pretty great for her. Um, doesn't require many molas either. You pretty much just want to max this, and then I think it's worthwhile getting the effect chance because this is actually pretty strong. Let's talk about her skill set. So, she has almost no weaknesses, realistically. This stops stuff like Politis, or just, some other dangerous units you might not want to deal with. This ability pretty much just makes it so their whole team is unable to do anything. So, what counters her? Well, I guess a character like Celine is pretty decent against her because green, obviously, 50-50 chance of hitting them. Rimuru is also possibly decent because if you use the S2, it might not hit, but S3 obviously still hits Rimuru and disables him, right? This is basically a colorless ability. It even works against Violet and Remnant Violet. The only thing it's really weak against would be something like Fallen Cecilia if their whole team has immunity, because then it'll strip the shield, not the immunity, so you won't actually get the effects. But her S2 can also strip 2 buffs, so you can get the priority target with that anyways. So what do you beat her with? Well, Cleave, I would say. I think slow players get overwhelmed by her. I think she's strong in cleave, in aggro, and even in standard, I think she works pretty well. You might want a plus 30 guiding light for that, though. So there's not really much reason not to first pick her since she's so naturally fast. And hey, I know somebody with a 316 speed Loa. How are you outspeeding that thing? You're not, right? So she can work as a cleave character or even against cleave because she's a speed contest. And also since she's invisible, they can't kill her in one hit instantly with an AoE or something. I tried her in some standard matches, and she cycles really fast, right? Because she's so fast. And also she gives speed buff to the team. So if you do a standard match, if you can afford to, you just S3 first turn, you wrap around, right? Use S2, and it gives you an extra turn. Then use S1. Wow, your S3 is close to being up again, right? And let's not forget to mention that Beguile actually does a lot of damage in total. So basically, if you put it on their entire team, then each one of the members of their team, if they've all taken their turns, will have taken 30% of their maximum health bar by the end. That's a sizable amount of damage, I would say. And if you get this twice in a fight, hey, that's 60% of their max health taken away. That's a lot, right? That really grinds a team down. I actually used against a full tank team, and the Eden, I think, took like 4,000 damage from one of these Beguile procs. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? So she does add a little bit of damage, even if it isn't an insane amount, and that can really make a big difference in some matches. Increased speed is just the cherry on top that lets you go extra fast, right? And also, this is actually really good. A 2-turn defense break, 50% chance. I had matches where I would S1 and Apocalypse Ravi would get defense broken, and then they're just dead, right? I would just kill them right after. That's pretty powerful, right? So her whole skill set is incredibly strong. She's really hard to deal with. Guiding Light protects her. I think you could build her honestly even slower and like insanely tanky potentially. I don't think you really want to use your own artifact. I got a lot of questions of what artifact should you use if you don't use Guiding Light. And that's kind of a hard question. Because stuff like Song of Stars really isn't that amazing. Unseen Observer, if you're going really aggressive, could potentially work. Or maybe Sashi Dans if you're like trying to cleave or something. But there's not really many options. You can use her own artifact. That one can kind of work too, just to stealth one of your allies, but there's not too many you would want to use. Maybe Laika's artifact that gives the shield could be good if you have a really tanky Lua, but that's basically it. So this character needs a pretty exclusive artifact, I would say. and she probably wants really good gear. And so if you're a slow player, she kind of just bullies you. So I would say this character is incredibly powerful. I think that you may as well just first pick her in every single match if you have her built well enough. And your opponent basically is just scrambling to try and defend against her. And pretty much every single time I picked her, if my opponent tried to cleave me, then we would have a scuffle and one of us would win. And if they just decided to play standard, she would usually just punish them and I would win. So Hua Young's getting nerfed. I guess out with the old OP character, in with the new. Feels like this character is almost required if you really, really want to be very competitive right now. And I think she's going to be banned a lot in RTA as well. All in all, I think this character is really worth it. If you're a super new player, though, then I would consider this. While she is so absurdly powerful, she could be sort of similar to a character like Ran if you're a new player, where she requires good gear and she's only really for like endgame PvP, RTA, that kind of stuff. So if you're intending to try and zoom into the competitive endgame gameplay, then you might consider picking her up because, you know, it might be like, let's say a year before her banner comes back. So you could be competitive ready before then, right? But if you're taking things a little slower, you're a little more casual, you could maybe consider skipping her if you're really new to the game. But I do recommend most people pull this character. I pulled 4 copies of her just because I love this character, and it turns out, you know, she's pretty damn strong at the same time, right? But yeah, I also have crit chance on her, which may seem a little bit weird. I have a crit chance neck right here. But what I found is that she can be a pretty amazing opener for a character like Commander Pavel. Because you can use her S2, get the extra turn, then S1, and potentially defense break as well, and then bam, he just procs, right? So she can be a secondary activator to a character like that. So she's a really versatile unit. She's good in like almost every playstyle and every first pick, I feel like. Don't see many downsides to using this character. Her counters are very few. And if your opponent has to pick some of those counters, then they're also kind of hurting their team comp by having to pick a bunch of characters just to deal with this character, where you could even just maybe hold this ability and just sleep somebody or something like that too. So basically, in conclusion, I would say I think people should pull this unit. I think she's really good. I don't know what Smallgate was thinking making this character, and I don't know what they were thinking allowing her into the last days of RTA, but good luck everybody out there, and thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.
I'll be the one deciding how this story ends.
I
want you out of my sight. You really
It's fine that he resists.
So be it.
Not too big of a deal, I don't think. Actually, wait. I don't want to S3. Because then he would get activated.
Death will take you. I'm with Perland. I don't care about things like honor.
Wait, is this actually gonna kill?
I only have objectives.
Okay, good. Thank God my Commander Pavel is good enough. Get that big damage out there. Please crit.
Let's end this and see who falls.
Nice.
This is hard.
Alright, Eduardo, what now?
I've got nothing to lose.
I like the crit chance on Lua.
How this story ends someday. You will be forgotten.
I may as well do this because she might just defense break anyways.
Your name.
Oh yeah, I forgot they give speed buff. Wow. What a good ability.
Be great and create the foundation.
That's fair, I'd probably do the same.
You have no value to me.
He's so fast. No, I need to go like this.
I want you out of my sight.
If I live.
It looks like somebody forgot their place.
This sucks, but I have no choice. But this pushes up C-Dom. Yes!
The strongest. Nick Seed.
Right here.
Look at me. I said look at me.
The crit chance on her is mega value right here.
For an insignificant person like you,
Oh my.
death is too kind a gift.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna shoot this thing.
This and see who falls.
Nice. It doesn't make any sense. It makes actually literally no sense at all. Like, why would you allow it? Well, I should be okay. I get defense broken though, which sucks.
I'll take down anyone.
But maybe it's alright.
I'll show
There's only one thing I'm really scared of. Please don't happen.
All right. Show me what you can do. Are you ready? Don't forget this feeling of defeat.
You have no value.
Okay, there was two things I was scared of, I guess. I think it's actually worthwhile doing this.
Time and space. I'll be the one deciding how
I think that's worth it.
Since there's no getting away from it. Make peace and accept your fate.
Nice.
This is a formidable opponent.
It's a 15% push. Yeah, let's just go for this. Why not?
You feel the pain?
No reason not to, right?
Your life ends.
Break one skill null, but we don't care about that.
You aren't even fit to kiss my
Is this gonna
feet.
kill? It could.
All you've got.
See what happens.
At least try to make
Kinda
it
down for it not to kill.
Fear is how others control you.
Because it's gonna do damage to his whole team.
You're pitiful.
This is like mega greed, but you know what? I want to see if this works.
Here.
It looks like somebody forgot their place.
How should we do
The
this?
mega greed was successful. Since she didn't die, he took 10% damage to his whole team, right?
I will honor their wishes. Not bad.
She resisted!
Oh, guess I forgot to turn off auto subscription. Oh well, first 10 pulls. Pretty lucky, I guess.